Hey everyone, it's Chris from Line Punch Forge. I wanted to thank you for coming back, watching part number 2 of the Freshwater Cultured Pearl Peapod project. Appreciate it. If you haven't already, check out linepunchforge.com, that little red subscribe button down at the bottom, and enjoy the continuation of the Freshwater Pearl Peapod project. Okay, so I have those, and these aren't the pearls I'm going to use, but I want to try and test it out a little bit. So those fit in there relatively nice, and I should be able to do something fun with that. So what I need to do before I do any of that is figure out what I want to make and how I want to do a bail. So what I think I'm going to do is a type of wrap where I'll drill a hole and then put a wire around somewhere to create a bail along the top, solder that all into place, and then go from there. The other thing you can do is solder a jump ring and then a bail. So jump ring this way and then a bail on the other side of it. So kind of sky's the limit when it comes to this stuff. So let me find some material and I'll see if I can find something cool for a bail. Alright, so I found this little guy in my scrap bin. It's basically a square wire that was been kind of hammered down to more rectangle, and then it's got a crook at the top that can easily be soldered to make a bail. Now this is all tapered down, and what I'm going to do to kind of help me with that a little bit more is just take one of these Wubbers hammers. This one's more of a tiny ball peen, and I'm going to texture that up a little bit. What I'm trying to do is try and make this look as natural as possible, because I'm probably going to end up twisting it. Good. All I'm trying to do is get that texture on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and twist. So to twist it, I've got a little hand vise here. I'm going to open that up. Probably stick the big part in there. And then I'm just going to take another pair of pliers, flat jaws, and I'm going to twist. And if this works okay, I'm keeping tension on it. I hope I don't have a weak spot, but if I do, I can come up here and twist that portion and then come down here, and then I'll probably do some shaping on this other side. I decided I wanted a tighter curl. There we go. So this is going to be inserted into the Peapod somehow, I haven't decided yet, up top, and then probably come out aside and wrap around. Or come out the top and wrap around the back. Haven't decided yet, but we'll figure it out. Alright, off to anneal. Alright, the next thing I want to do is figure out how I'm going to attach this to the Peapod without having to do a whole lot of fabrication. And the way I'm going to do that is by first trying to find where I put my Peapod. Somewhere. Oh, there it is. So there's my Peapod. There's my bail. And I think what I want to do is mount the bail from this side so that it's up like that. So I'll drill through the inside here the diameter of this so that this can go in, and then wrap around in place before I set my pearls. So what I've done is I've taken a pair of calipers and I found the distance that I need to drill a diameter for to fit this fella into it, which is this guy. So it doesn't really matter what size drill bit I'm using because you may do something different. So I just found something that would allow me to insert the thickest part of this bale into that Peapod. So what I'm going to do is, you may have seen me make this in another video. It's my center punch. I'm going to take a mallet, and I have a hockey puck down here on my anvil to protect it. Now I have to decide exactly where I want my bale. I like how this tapers down, like the bottom of the Peapod. I like this for the bottom, so I've selected this portion as the top. Now I'm going to go ahead and arrange where I'm going to go ahead and punch. Give it a whack. And I might be able to pop through with this. And it looks like I did. So that's okay. Kind of what I want to do. So I popped through. And now I'm going to take and drill through. And I'm going to do that over at my flex shaft. So hang on a second. Okay, I've drilled my hole through. This fits nicely up to where I want it to. But I have a straight rather than a curve, so I'm going to put a bend in this piece here, a pair of pliers, so that it sits the way that I want it to sit. Let's see how this looks. So I'm going to solder that. Place some solder here, some solder on the inside, and I'll go ahead and solder that over at the solder station. Pretty simple. I'm just closing this up, making it touch, and then I'll have one more solder operation after that. But that's kind of the way it's going to be looking right now with the pearls in the middle. Let me go ahead and get some pearls. I'll show you kind of a little bit about what it's going to look like. And I'm liking the way that that's looking. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Off to solder. Alright, I brought you along for the solder operation because I'm going to do something a little different. I have a hole here that was a unintentional result of the drill bit, and I don't like it. It's not going to solder up nice, so I'm going to share a secret that I like to use when I have stuff I don't like. I'm going to add balls. Everybody likes balls. So basically what I'm going to do is solder him right over that hole. And I need a little stand here so I can arrange my ball, or balls, depending on how many I decide to use. I'll probably use 2, maybe 3. No more than 3. That ball does not like it there. So we're going to tip it up a little bit more. Try and find a flat bottom ball. That was not a flat bottom ball. That was. And then this guy. There he goes. And go. I think I'm going to use 4 balls. already applied my flux. Now I'm going to apply my hard solder. So, find my hard solder and my solder cutters and just cut a couple little niblets on there to solder it in place. I'm dropping my niblets all over the place. Okay, tweezers, tweezers. Where did I put my tweezers? Kermit the Frog said. One moment, please. They're right here with my balls. Alright. Sorry. Does not like to go there. Oh no. There we go. Alright, let's heat this up. Get some fire happening. Can you guys see my balls? Yeah, that's better. Alright, let that cool down. They look attached. I think this is solder. It is. We'll save him for later. And then I might need to add another one. So let's check.